From the bump to the bench, yeah, this was a full-on A's flex. Today on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am your host, Booney, one name, all passion. And tonight, the A's put together a complete performance in Sacramento. Riding strong from pitching, timely power, and a little flair from a fresh face to take down the Mariners 6-1. Luis Severino, possibly making his final start in an A's uniform, shook off a shaky first and locked it in, striking out 6 and showing why contending teams might be burning up David Forst's phone. Brent Rooker delivered the big blow with a 3-run homer in the third, his 22nd of the year, and Miguel Andujar continued his tear with a pair of doubles and 2 RBIs. Oh, and welcome back, Darrell Hernaiz. He only made a game-saving play with the bases loaded in his return. The bullpen, how impressive has the bullpen been? They slammed the door from the 6th inning on. Elvis Alvarado continues his impressive pitching. I can't say enough about Newcomb. Another scoreless 2 innings from Michael Kelly. Oh yeah, his ERA is at .96. Shea Langeliers added a solo shot. Andujar kept raking, and the offense showed balance and execution throughout. It was the kind of win that reminds you this team, despite the chaos, has pieces. Real, growing, dangerous pieces. Whether it's Severino's last start or the beginning of a final run in green and gold, the A's made a loud statement. This rebuild's got bite. We are free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. So do me a favor and hit that subscribe button wherever you are following the show. Today's episode is brought to you in part by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. We got a great show in store for you today. Besides the A's great win today, and it was a great win, there was a shakeup in the farm system. A number of guys getting promotions from high A Lansing to double A. One considerable prospect got a demotion to Stockton low A. I'll cover all the moves a little bit later and let you know how they did in their debuts today. Will this be Luis Severino's final start in an A's uniform? Did he do enough where the market, where a contending team will not only trade for Severino, but take on $44 million over the next 2 years? Did he do enough? We'll find out soon enough. But let's talk about today, guys. Tonight's game was one of the most complete games I have seen from the A's all year. What's up, Bamboo? Cheers. Great game. Pretty weak trade deadline this year. Usually it's humming by now. Journey, I've said this for a while. I think with so many teams contending, so many teams within a half game, a game out to 5 games out, it becomes a situation where teams are borderline whether they are sellers or buyers. Each team is going to go in the same trade with the same attitude. The trade has to be perfect for us in order to make the trade. And I think that's what we're finding out there right now. You look at the Red Sox and a guy like Jarren Duran. I'm sure Jarren Duran was being shopped, but I'm sure also at the same time the Red Sox were asking the world for Jarren Duran. There's only so many teams that have pieces to give up. I mean, you look at the A's. What are the real pieces the A's can give up? A Miguel Andujar, a Luis Severino, a Luis Urias? What are you going to really give up as an organization to get those pieces? You look at the biggest move so far, Journey, was Josh Naylor. Josh Naylor from the D-backs to the Mariners. And Josh Naylor's an all-star. Josh Naylor is a legitimate middle-of-the-order guy for any playoff team. I mean, he showed that last year going to the ALCS when they lost to the Yankees. He batted fourth for the Guardians. He's legit. And what's the only thing the Mariners had to give up? Like their 12th ranked and their 16th ranked prospect? I mean, come on. That gives you comps right there. I'm happy either way with Severino. Only trade him if you can get actual value or keep them if the hopes continue. I'm with you, Siphon. Yeah. If you're going to get something in return or just to get rid of the contract, I'm all right with that. I'm all right either way with Severino. I think they want to move him, but they don't. First of all, the word was today, I don't know if you guys caught this afternoon's show, but the word that I've gotten in my research was that a number of teams are looking to get Severino, but what they want the A's to do is pick up part of his contract, and the A's aren't willing to do that. Good for you. I don't want them to do that either. That extra wild card ruined things then. Yeah, as far as a number of teams, you're right, Journey. Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about the extra wild card. It makes it fun, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Part of me wants like how it used to be. You had the AL West, the AL East, the NL East, the NL West. You had the division winners play each other, and each division. I liked it a little bit old school, where it was just American League and National League. I mean, I get what they're doing, but you know, it was kind of fun that way too. But how bizarre was it at the start of the game when Severino kept falling on the mound? What the hell was that all about? Tell me about it, Siphon. It didn't look like he tripped or anything. It just kind of looked like he just fell. I don't know what that was about. I mean, right in the top of the first, he slipped on back-to-back pitches 2 and pitches 3. And he ended up walking J.P. Crawford on 4 straight pitches. But after that stumble, literally he bounced back in a big way. He got Julio Rodriguez to strike out swinging. Cal Raleigh did hit a ball hard to right field for a single, putting 2 on with 1 out. Got a little scary. We've seen this story before, right? It seemed like Severino locked in. He blew away Josh Naylor and Randy Arozarena with back-to-back strikeouts to escape the jam and keep things scoreless. So that was pretty impressive by Severino to come back the way he did. The A's in the bottom of the first. Logan Evans took the ball for Seattle. 12th start of the season. And he looked sharp early, right? Lawrence Butler, man. Butler just does not look like he has any confidence. He struck out to start the game. Kurtz worked a walk. Rooker grounded into a fielder's choice. Shea lined out to center. Top of 2, nothing going on. As bizarre as that was, it wasn't as bizarre as Butler's button that made. So in defense of Butler on this one, Siphon, I'm going to take the opposite side. You have a batter like Butler who's come out publicly and said, hey, listen, I can't hit the ball. I don't have any confidence. And I think Butler basically, he realized that when he was at the plate. And it's like, I don't have it going right now. And if I don't have it going, I'm going to try to put the team in a better position, and made that sacrifice bunt to get Hernaiz in a scoring position. So part of me, I see what you're going at, but part of me liked it as well. They had a lead. Why not try to get in some insurance? You got a batter that has zero confidence trying to do something for the team. So I was okay with it when you look at it from that side of things. But yeah, it's concerning to a certain point when, hey, that's our guy. And He has zero confidence to swing the bat. In that sense, I'm concerned. When I come back, I do want to talk about, was this Severino's last game? Do you guys see him getting moved? Did he do enough? Is there anybody else that you see that could get moved? I don't know. But we're going to find out. I'll see you in about 2 minutes. We've all been there, logging on early and waiting forever for concert tickets to go on sale, only to lose your spot for a show you have been dying to see. Live music should be about making memories, not dealing with the stress of ticket shopping. That's where Game Time comes in. Game Time makes getting concert tickets faster and easier than ever. Prices actually drop as it gets closer to showtime, and you can save up to 60% off their killer last-minute deals. Tired of endless scrolling, trying to find the best deal? Game Time Zone Deals pick the best seats in your section for you. With Game Time, the price you see is the price you pay. No hidden fees. Worry about what happens if plans change? The Game Time guarantee has your back with cancellation protection and more. Take the guesswork out of buying concert and show tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Teams will take Sevy contract when it comes down to the wire. It depends, Journey, if they don't get any pitching, right? If they don't get any type of pitching they need, if the trade market's dry, yeah, I can see that happening. I don't know, man. I don't know. $44 million over the next 2 years. It's a lot, man. That's a lot. It's a tough call, man. That ain't cheap. But with that being said, yeah, Severino has pitched extremely well the last few outings. He's shown flashes of how good he can be. He has had dominant outings. He has experience of pitching in the postseason. He's looked good. But geez, that's a big price. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. A's do not need to make moves. The inly exciting thing they do is trade a Sodi or Muncy for a very solid 2-3 starter MLB ready. None of the prospect analysis. I don't even want to do that. I don't want to trade Muncy or Soderstrom for starting pitching. I don't want to move anybody for starting pitching. Any value for starting pitching. And let me tell you why, my A's. I don't want to move that type of player for a starting pitcher that all of a sudden ruins his arm and is out a year and a half, overnight. We've seen, history has told us that anything can happen with starting pitching. Corbin Burns, Tyler Glasnow, Blake Snell, Jeffrey Springs before he got to the A's. Anything can happen with starting pitching. And I'm missing a ton. Chris Sale. With hitters, it's different, right? You get hit in the hand, you're out like 6 weeks. With a pitcher, they're out like a year and a half. Pitching, I think, needs to be grown and needs to be developed within. And I think the A's realize that. And I think they're doing a good job of that. Yeah, that was weird, but didn't slow. His right foot slipped. He needed to dig in a bit, but at first it was definitely awkward. About the Severino slip. Booty, Sam, what's up, bud? Mason Miller should be moved easily. I'm not opposed to moving Mason Miller, but we better get something in return, Jern, right? I want a lot of stuff back. And I want it to be expensive and loud And considering we have Mason Miller under team control for the next 3 years. So I'm not against that, but it better be a damn good package in order to move Mason Miller. When Emo was talking to Townie about building trust and bond with Sevy and Springs, makes me think maybe these guys aren't going anywhere, but who knows? Who knows is right. Who knows is right. My A's, I don't think we're going to give them away. I think the A's have made that clear. We're not going to give these guys away. I just don't know who's out there that is going to pay the price. But like I think Journey said, it may just come down to the last second. Teams will start to fold when they're not getting the players they want and they need something to improve their team. 3 wins in the last 3 starts. Perfect time to trade Severino. I feel no moves will be made. With Wilson and Muncy down, they'll need Urias and Andujar. Andujar, we need to move. Sam, we got to move Andujar. We have to move Andujar. Because Andujar won't re-sign with the A's. He will not re-sign with the A's. So if we don't move him now, we're getting nothing in return. I think Andujar goes to the Reds. Must win tomorrow? I don't know about must win, Jesus. I think the must win times are done. Be nice to get one, but I don't think anything is must win. It's nice to see him compete, though. It's nice to see him play. That's for sure, man. That is absolutely for sure. Severino, after that first, looked good, though, right? Second inning, Polanco grounded out. Canzone got caught looking. Williamson rolled one to short. He went on a stretch where I believe he retired 10 in a row. The A's offense was quiet, though, right? We got going a little bit in the third. Lawrence Butler lined a one out single to center, which was nice. Kurtz got hit by a pitch, first and second. And then, boom, Brent Rooker, man. Brent Rooker. How about that guy? 3-run homer inside the left field foul pole. A's up 3-0. I mean, just pretty damn sweet. I was extremely excited for Rooker, man. That was awesome. And we kept things going. Shea Langeliers double into the left center field gap. Soderstrom struck out, and then Andujar left center field gap double. 4-0. Freaking sweet, man. Well, I got a little bit worried in the fourth, though. What's up, Jeremiah? Deadline soon, Boney. Let's see what happens. Hey, Jeremiah, you think Alcantara's gone, huh? How did he look? He looked good tonight, didn't he? You think he's gonzo? And how about Cabrera? Is he going? Marlon's been playing good. His fourth was shaky. Yes, let's talk about the fourth real quick, my A's. Rooker's such a stud. Let's talk about the fourth. Here's what's crazy about the fourth, though. He's gone, huh? Let's talk about the fourth, though. That's a great point. How did the fourth start out, though, fellas? Cal Raleigh led off, strikes out swinging. Naylor flew out to center. And then all of a sudden, how many of these innings have we had? Rosarena dropped a bloop hit to right. Stole second on the first pitch. I tell you what, that is one thing the Mariners do a hell of a job at, is they are aggressive on the base pass. They do not waste any time. They lead all of baseball, I believe, in stolen bases. And then you have a guy like Jorge Polanco come up. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, RBI single to right. 4-1. And Seattle kept going. They kept coming. Dominic Canzone, base hit. Ben Williamson walked. All of a sudden, we get the first 2 guys out so quietly, and the bases were loaded for Cole Young. Cole Young, if you guys didn't know, was their number 1 prospect in the whole Mariners organization last year. And he had a hell of it at bat. It actually went 3-0. Severino battled back to 3-2. And Young smoked a shot up the middle. Darrell Hernaiz, first game back, first time being called up, snagged it. Made a hell of a play. Throw was a little high. You had big Nick Kurtz there at first, was able to haul it in and get the final out. That was the biggest play of the game. That was the biggest play of the game. What's up, Bill? You think that Wilson would be injury prone? I don't think so, Bill. I think it was just a freak accident, right? How many times have we seen that this year where you have guys just getting hit on the wrist, right? I don't think that has anything to do with injury prone. I think it was just more of a freak accident. Yes, I see what you're saying, right? Last year, his first game, he got hurt. This year, he's been banged up a little bit as well. And now, so it seems like that's the trend. But again, let's look how he's getting hurt. I see where you're going with it, but I don't think so. He rakes indeed. Would you do this trade? LA Dodgers and A's swap Mason Miller, and no, I would not. For Roki Sasaki, no. And Severino's defense tonight, that hump was super erratic. That's another thing I don't get. I mean, you think maybe it's because that mound is getting worked on 162 games a year? I mean, every day there's somebody playing on that field. That might be the reason. Oh, the ump was super erratic. Yeah, he was. He was all over the joint, was he? Tomorrow we have, I know it's Brian Wu. Great, awesome. And I think we have Jacob Lopez. Is it Springs tomorrow? Thanks, Veg. Springs tomorrow. Yes. Does Kurt sweep and snag Rookie of the Year? Yeah. I mean, I think he has it anyway. Was Hernaiz some highly touted? Somewhat highly? No, he was not. Hernaiz was up last year too. We got Hernaiz in when did we get Hernaiz? We got Hernaiz in 2023. He was part of the Cole Irvin trade. 2019 fifth round pick for the Orioles out of high school. He came up last year. Good fielder, played a little bit of everything, but no, he's not ranked. He's not a prospect. He's just a good, solid player. Hal Miller for Yankee. I don't want to do that. For Spencer Jones, I don't want a guy that's I don't want Adam Dunn. I don't think the Yanks will do that deal though. I don't think the Yanks will do that deal. Speaking of our farm system, guys, I do want to go through the changes. We've made a lot of moves today in the farm system. I think you guys will be interested in, and just talk about that. Up next. Time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. It brings the bold grape, ginger, and lime flavor of your favorite golf drink, minus the alcohol, into a quick, energizing shot. Whether you are sinking birdies or just making memories with friends, this one's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Let's be honest, some days on the course or off it, you just need that extra boost to stay sharp and energized. Talk about a time when I needed it was when I played 75 holes in one day. Yes, true story. 4 rounds and 3 holes. 5-Hour Energy would have sure come through clutch in that 5th round. Golf is all about good times with good people and good flavors. Of course, the grape ginger lime flavor gives you the best parts of your clubhouse. Go to without chasing down the Bev cart. If you go to the 5hourenergy.com today, that is the number 5hourenergy.com. You can use my promo code LOCKEDONGolf to receive 20% off your order. This offer is only valid until September 30th on one order. It cannot be used with other promotions. The code is not good on subscription orders. Whether you are meeting up with friends or trying to turn 18 into 36 holes, I know how that is. Get the energizing boost you need to power through. Order transfusion flavored 5-Hour Energy shots today. A lot of moves in single A to double A today, fellas, that you may be interested in. Obviously, Darrell Hernaiz getting called up, but a number of guys from Lansing got promoted. CJ Rodriguez, 5th round pick out of Vanderbilt, got promoted to Double-A. Joshua Kuroda-Grauer, ranked number 8 in our prospect list. Last year, 3rd round pick out of Rutgers, got promoted to Double-A. In his first game today, had a couple hits. Everybody knows about Tommy Tank White, 2nd round pick out of LSU, got promoted to Double-A. Had 2 hits today for Double-A. Big thing with Tommy, though, is his defense. Big thing. 2 more errors today at third base. 2 more errors. Rodney Green, who is the 16th ranked prospect out of California, got demoted to Stockton Single A. He struggled this year, man. 303 at bats, 118 strikeouts, batting 158. He was a 4th round pick out of Cal last year. So, let's see what you got here. Miller and Andujar to the Dodgers for Miller, May, Freeland. You think the Dodgers will do that, Bill? They're not going to do that, man. They're not going to do that. I wish I would do that. If that's your question, yes, I would do that in a second. Springs versus Woo. Woo dominates us. Please, Shu needs to play and bet Butler batting 6-7. I'm not opposed to that. What's up, G-Dub? I find myself rooting for the Marlins on the side after you introduced us to Jeremiah a few months. Hey, Jeremiah is a good dude, isn't he? Jeremiah is a good dude. Yeah, absolutely, man. Same here. I found myself rooting for the Marlins just as much as any other team, except the A's, obviously. But yeah, as far as who I want to see win, yeah, I mean, guys, I would have to say right now it's the A's and then the Marlins. I want to see the Marlins win. I like their team. They're a lot of fun, man. What's up, Sam? How you doing, bud? But tonight, with everything, guys, it was the complete game. And I don't know what the heck has all of a sudden gotten into our bullpen where they decide they want to be good. Butley still has that flashy swagger. Does he? I mean, is that bad, RD? Is that a bad thing? He's not playing like it, but I don't think that's a bad thing, RD, that he has that swagger. I mean, I like the swagger he has. It's better than the negative body language as he has shown at times. That's for sure. When he was going good last year, he had that swagger. Kelly's looked amazing, man. Kelly has looked amazing. Kelly's ERA right now is under 1. It's at 0.96. And so has Sean Newcomb. Sean Newcomb's looked amazing as well. Alvarado's looked amazing as well. I mean, you take us all the way to the 5th, right? We got out of that inning, kinda. I mean, Josh Naylor's a fly ball to center scared me a little. But the inning that surprised me was the 5th. And let me tell you why. We haven't done this. We haven't just, when everything's been silent, we go silent. Butler should spend a few weeks in Vegas. I'm rooting for him. I agree with that. I'm not opposed. RD, you might be right. Yeah. They're not going to do that. And that's what got him turned around last year, is spending a few weeks in Vegas. He spent a few weeks in Vegas. He came back up, and he was on a roll. I'm with you. I'm not opposed to that. Jenny and Dallas to the... Hey, I think in that situation, you're going to have to throw in Kurtz. You have to throw in Kurtz or Miller, Bill, for sure. The 5th inning, I do want to talk about the bottom of the 5th, right? Because it's still a 4-1 ball game. We're not out of any type of issues or problems. We've seen 3-run games lose all year long. So us being up 4-1, I was never relaxed. Then all of a sudden, bottom of 5th, Kurtz and Rooker start the inning off by both striking out. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Shea Langeliers, then solo bomb to left. Awesome. 5-1. Soderstrom. He's been placing that ball right in that 5-6 hole. A ground ball to left field. Base hit. Awesome. And Andujar. Double down the left field line. Soderstrom on his horse. Scores. 6-1. And that's what kind of broke the game open. We haven't had that all year, guys. We're all of a sudden 2 outs, nobody on, it's quiet, and we rally. We're playing loose. It's fun, man. It's fun. What's up, Veg? Newcomb, K's, Naylor, and Cal, that was huge. Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, that was in the 7th, right? JP Crow, how about the Vegas? Don't forget about the curveball he threw to JP Crawford to lead off the inning. How filthy was that? I mean, that was nasty. Julio Rodriguez singled, fine. And then he, like you said, he fanned both Cal and Naylor swinging. A good call. Is Newcomb signed for? No, he's not. Newcomb, yes, we do have Newcomb for 1 more year. We do have Newcomb signed through next year. Yes, I got to double check that, but I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive Newcomb is signed for next year. Langeliers might surpass Rooker, Kurtz, and Soda. He's not missing. He gets in these streaks, my ace. He gets in these little streaks where he could absolutely put the team on his back. And then he goes into a cold slump. Like we saw him get hot in Tampa, right? Where he was just on fire. Then all of a sudden he goes a couple series and he doesn't do anything. Then he starts hot again late as he's done as of late. It's unbelievable. It's more exciting to watch the A's build than watch the Dodgers dominate. Best year in baseball for me. Hey, RD, it's the big reason why I love the A's, man. You're right. You're 100% right. For me, it's always been so much more fun rooting for the young kids, like a Jacob Wilson, like a Nick Kurtz, like a Max Muncy, like a Shea Langeliers, like a Jacob Lopez, Mason Miller. I can go on and on. Lawrence Butlers. I can go on and on as far as who we have. The Willie McIvers, you can't forget. Everybody we've brought up that are trying to make a career for themselves. It's the biggest reason I love the A's, man. It's so much more fun. And through all the stuff they've gone through, I couldn't ask for anything else as far. I mean, I think we're fans of the greatest franchise you could be fans for. Now, they have brought some of the most joyous times in sports over the last quarter century. It's been tough at sometimes. The last couple of years has been extremely tough. But you're absolutely right, RD. That's a great point, man. You're absolutely right. The 162 and the times we have during the year in this rebuild and seeing the guys come up from the lower levels and get brought up and try to make a career and grind the way they're grinding. So much fun. The baseball has been so much fun. Those turning points are going our way and we are losing the streak. It was falling the other way. Yeah, as far as the 50-50 type things, during the losing streak, it seemed like every break and every 50-50 call and the little bloopers, everything was going against us. Now, yeah, it's coming the other way. And we're playing a little bit loose too, though, Kaj. We're playing a little bit loose too. Take care, Sam. I want pitching back in trades. Forget the injuries. Our lineup is good. I'm with you. I just don't want to get. I want prospect pitching. I don't want to give up Soderstrom and Muncy, for example, Journey, for let's say like a, I don't know, a Tanner Bybee, a Matthew Boyd. That's what I'm getting at. I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up a Soderstrom and a Muncy for an all-star pitcher. I don't want to do that. 12-11 in July. Win tomorrow, we get another winning month. That May killed us, yeah. It's fun baseball to watch, guys. It's fun baseball to watch. And, tomorrow's another tough one. But we're grinding. It's fun to see guys like Carlos Cortez. in everything this team has brought, man. Luis Urias is playing well. It was fun to see Darrell Hernaiz up there. Max Schumann grinds every time. Kurtz, how fun's he been to watch? Has he been something or what? Soderstrom's getting better. It's been a good year, man. As soon as revenue from Vegas kicks in, we can compete with big market teams for players. I hope we don't lose the feel. Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be important, RD, because this ownership, no question about it, there's going to need to be some revenue in order for them to spend. They've had the same model for years. If the revenue's coming in, wherever that revenue is coming in from, whether it's corporations, whether it's sponsorships, whether it's at the gate, they'll spend money. If it's not, they're not going to spend. Simple as that. But I think it will. I think it will in Vegas. And yeah, but the key is, right, who we're going to get. Let's just not spend to spend. And that's what we kind of did this year. Let's spend on the right guys. But fun game, guys. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Guys, tomorrow we got another 7:05 game. I'll be here for postgame. And thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen today. For your second listen, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Wins like this give me hope, man. Absolutely, J Poo. I love that, bud. Hey, it's fun. It was fun baseball tonight. It's been fun baseball for the last 6 games. Let's keep it going. Let's keep on having fun. And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take care, fellas.